Hello there. My name is sometimes Heather and I play as Kossanai. Today we are going to not do anything challenging in ESO. Let's see. Who should we lock in with? I have altered my recipe a little bit so that we might be able to better handle the night market event zone, so I don't think we'll be looking into that today. And I think that really might be a good choice, although yeah, let's go in with really. I thought that we might look at our tome challenges and see if there's anything there that we could complete. I know that we can pick flowers, but anything else? Anything more important? Let's see. So, Tamriel Tomes encourages us to collect wood notes, runestones, and ore and more runestones. This is confusing, actually. I also have double wood notes. I haven't been paying attention to this at all this week. So we should collect runestones and logs, it seems. We also could complete an arena, but that's challenging, and I don't feel like completing anything challenging today. There's also excavating antiquities, and I also have this as a double. So if I dig these up 8 times, everybody will be like happy. Oh my. And our seasonal challenges encourage us to earn faction favors. I have 75 out of 5,000. How about we head on over to Somerset, which is my favorite area to gather resources from, and try to come up with something a little bit more challenging to do. So the night market arrived to us not that long ago. Was it on Wednesday? I think so. And I have gathered that everybody's upset because the night market is a very challenging place, and tackling it solo is, I wouldn't say impossible, let's just go with a huge challenge. So the area basically forces you to group up with other players so that you can advance through all the challenges of the night market, and that has left many people upset because, well, there are quite a few players that wish to play on their own, following their own preferences and own schedules and well, if you want to complete everything in the night market, playing solo is no longer an option. Unless you want to like make your life very, very difficult. I personally haven't been able to complete any dailies on my own, but have been forced to group up with strangers, and that has been scary. Everyone's been awfully nice, of course, but I'm shy, and playing with, well, unknown people is a little bit of a, well, scary moment for me. Maybe this will teach me to be less shy. Fingers crossed. Well, that was a seriously cool mount. I wonder what it was. Part of me wishes to describe it like so many females describe cars. It was a yellow one. I'm one of the females who describe cars like that. It was a blue car, looked sporty. So, perhaps completing a delve daily somewhere would be a fun thing to do. We have completed many in Solstice lately, but maybe we could go to Western Skyrim for a change. Picking flowers is a fun pastime, yes, but it does get a little bit boring pretty fast. Even when the sceneries are as pretty as they are in sunset. There's a clothing note up there, but there's also an intrigue, and I don't want to engage in combat with intrigues if I can avoid it. They are majestic beings. And in my personal opinion, they should be allowed to live. So let's go to Western Skyrim then. Is Tinsen the one who gives us a dev day?
If it isn't my favorite adventurer, one of several, I mean, but don't quote me on that. The coterie of organized scholars can't afford to play favorites. Literally, we need all the help we can get at the moment. Are you busy?
What's the job? What did I do? I pressed the wrong button.
The coterie's resident paranormal scholar needs help studying the migratory behavior of spirits after significant durations of imprisonment. ethically sourced, of course.
Of course. What needs to be done?
There's an ancient Nord prison called Midnight Barrow. Our research indicates history's worst criminals were entombed there, and their spirits trapped within umbric urns. All you need to do is smash those urns and observe the results.
I will go to Midnight Barrow and destroy the urns.
The coteries' work can be dangerous, but such is the price of enlightenment. Just...
All right. We have our quest, and it takes us to Greymore Caverns, actually. This pleases me. We don't get to visit Greymore Caverns as often as I would like. The caverns under Markarth and Western Skyrim are really beautiful places. But where is our destination? Just a moment. Midnight Barrow, mark that, and there you are. So I think we shall travel to this way, right? Happy. This is a really beautiful place, but also a right pain to navigate. So, if we go that way, we are bound to run into the dell at some point. Hopefully. Again, fingers crossed. So, this morning when I was playing ESO, I went into the night market with RCB, and it was so difficult, and I did it so many times that I actually didn't feel like playing anymore, and I didn't like that, so I don't think that the night market is a place for me to try to like solo. Oh, that's so pretty. For a while there, after the bad experience with ESO I had this morning, I was actually considering cancelling today's stream, but stumbling into this waterfall, I'm actually happy I did it. Now we need to get rid of a wisp. Do we go this way? Or the other way? We do go this way. There's also the quest here. I think we've been here before, and I have said we will complete the quest some other day.
Please, please,
Yes,
please,
today.
please,
Today
don't
we'll
make me
complete
do
the
this.
quest. I think so.
Oh, thank God you're not one of these tomb robbers. Or another ghost. I've had my fill of ghosts.
You've been seeing ghosts?
To put him to rest, I think. He's being tormented as much as he's tormenting me. I came to this terrible place to find his remains. But the tomb robbers have angered the dead, and I'm terrified to step foot into the barrow alone.
Oh no. I will help you find your ancestors' remains.
My damned ancestor is the traitor Jarl, Hagridden. He was buried alive in the Midnight Barrow long before I was born.
Oh no.
Unfortunately, he has no tomb, and what's left of him has been scattered around by these Draugr thieves.
Well, this sounds like a job for us. the brave adventurer. Let's enter Midnight Barrow and help. Post to pose for a thumbnail. Just YouTuber
I
things.
saw my ancestors' remains in my dreams, but I only know roughly where they are.
Also, as it is May 1st, there's a little bit of a party going on outside, like basically everywhere. So you hear loud cars and music, and that's it. Not my fault, sorry. Splat. Really is my blood plate. I will leave a link to have filled in the description box down below after the stream. Oh, I don't want to kill skeletal wolves. They're adorable. They remind me of Ushnar's skinned hound in
They'd
Blood.
sooner make a corpse of you than talk.
But we have to go that. Can we sneak around? Oh, we can. Yay. Oh, is there another one? The blood splatter animation of Macabre Vintage is so cool. Look at it. We find Hagridden's helm.
Don't you love me, Hagridden? Do you want to see me grow old, wither, and die? It's a small sacrifice for eternity.
Listen to yourself, Esinia. Even one life is too many. I can't make that kind of sacrifice, not even for you.
Sacrifice? Just what was that woman asking for?
I think there is more to this story than meets the eye. Do we go this way? I think we go this way. It's the only way we can go. Wait. Oh. We also should destroy Umbric urns for Timzen. So perhaps we will make a detour here. That does bring us relatively close to this location. Should we go there as well? Toggling two quests at the same time is sometimes really hard. There's so many choices and so many adorable things in our way. Sad. There's an Umbric urn. Destroy. And there's also something. trying to decide whether we should go back here. Perhaps we'll just go this way. And then after getting rid of the boss, if we can reach it from here, we can go back the other way. That might put the ghostly visitation thingies in a difficult order, but I think we can manage. Yep. Didn't realize they would stay. Sorry. I am allergic to birch trees and the pollination season has begun, so Hagridden's shield.
For your treason against your hold and your people. We cast you from the halls of your ancestors. May they never know your name.
I did not betray my hold. She's the one who should face your judgment.
Seal him in.
Gods, I can feel his terror. It's suffocating.
That is actually really scary, being buried alive. So can we reach the boss if we go forward? Where did these guys come from? Sometimes ESO makes it so that you can't reach the boss from like all directions. You need to follow a certain path, but this delve might actually be an exception to that rule. Why did they make Skeletal Wolves so adorable? Also, why did they make spiders so lifelike?
None of the souls in this horrid pit received a proper burial. Neither will we if we aren't careful.
We have found the boss, who is accompanied by a skeletal bear. Let's get rid of the bear first so we can get our berserk going. Oops, don't stand in the red. My inventory is full. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Could you take this, please? Thank you.
Can I help you?
Difficulty with coffee delivery. Undertaker's bow. Don't need that. Don't need this. Don't need these. Don't need that either. Don't need those, but this one gets to go, and also the pauldrons and Sword of the Order of Diagma, powered by horrid.
Yes?
We can now continue. There's another piece of Jarl Hadringen's remains. Feelings about Night Market. Very, very difficult. I think it will be a lot more fun when you find a mayhem group to join, but on your own, horrible, horrible experience.
Jarl Hagridden has a matter of urgency for you to attend to.
What does he know to send us this far into the Reach?
You have your orders, Thane. trust you know enough to carry them out.
Who was she to be bossing a Thane around?
We have completely messed up the order of the apparitions, but I think the story will still become clear somehow. We have an exit here, but we still need to visit these two locations, so the other left. This way.
How many bones are down here? How many were left to die down here?
The Draugr have a very good camouflage. They're difficult to spot. This way, I guess. Did we anger those now?
An axe is kinder than this torture pit. I'm glad this place was forgotten.
Our friend is not enjoying herself. Am I going the wrong way? We can find an urn. This way, I guess. But we do need to double back for the last piece of Jarl Hadringen's possessions. So wisps actually don't attack you unless you provoke them, which is nice. That was the last unbreaker destroyed. Now let's go collect the final piece to the Jarl's story, and then we need to run back to the exit. I see a marker and also more skeletal. Well, at least they didn't suffer needlessly. Hagrid's sword.
You thought no one would find out, that none of us would survive. One is enough to expose your treason.
I gave no such order!
I have your betrayer pinned in your hand and stained in our blood.
That's everything. Let's get out of here with Hagrid's remains before we join these tortured souls.
So she went this way and we can basically just follow her. I'm quite certain that all the enemies have respawned during our dungeon crawl. in case you're wondering, I do have a mini-map, but it's hidden under my head. So up here, do we get to meet the boss again, by the way? Ah. Perhaps if I pull it up myself this time, things will be not fun. And this way. Yeah, just we find a hidden treasure bag. Because I have unlocked Mary's favor. It's the only companion whose pop thingy I get to enjoy. Now where is Alvin? Downstairs? And also, are there no stairs in this place? There she is.
I can't believe I'm still alive. That place will haunt my nightmares long after my damned ancestor's ghost gives me rest. May I have him, please?
Here are your ancestors' remains.
I can't help but pity Hagridden, despite what he's put me through. I felt his torment. An eternity in the Midnight Barrow seems cruel, even for a traitor. From what I saw, it seems like he was the one who was betrayed. Was he really innocent?
We have two options here. I think we're going to go with... I don't believe he was the one responsible for those deaths.
That was my feeling, but I didn't know if it was Hagridden affecting me. I wonder what became of the woman who betrayed him. Did she get what she desired from those people's sacrifice?
What will you do with your ancestors' remains now?
I'll take them to a temple for consecration and see that he gets a proper burial. It won't be a Jarl's funeral, but hopefully it'll allow him to reach Sovngarde. Then I can finally get some rest. You've spared us both. Thank you.
No problemo. As a reward, we get a sword. And now we are free to return to Timzen, and since I am lazy, we shall travel outside my snowmelt suite. And as usual, we are going to go. There may or may not be a little bit of alcohol in it, but what alcohol? Because this combo is new to me. That, my friends, is not yellow vino. No. Drink first, ask questions later. It's the unfinished way. Alright. Let's return our quest and see what else we could do.
Ah, You're the first one back today. Hopefully not the only one. Walk me through your findings, if you'd be so kind.
I destroyed the Umbric urns. The spirits appeared briefly, then vanished.
Frankly, I'm uncertain about the merits of this avenue of research, but the coterie is about the pursuit of academic excellence, so I must trust in the process. I thought you were crazy to do it, but I admire your bravery. Here, your reward.
Thank you. Let's see what we got. In the hidden treasure bag, gold, which is actually real nice. We find venomous ring, venomous bracious, gloom spore kitten, and a focus craft. Do I have anything in my journal that requires finishing? I have a quest active from Cyrodiil because there was a PvP event and I desperately needed event tickets. I have a was repeatable from High Isle. No quests for PvP. Infinite Archive quest. And this is a Delve Daily, yes? No. Boss Daily? I don't think anyone will be there, but since we don't have anything else to do really, we might as well stop by the boss location and see if anyone's there. If someone's there, they can help or be in the way, which would be actually a more likely scenario.
The terror of the Weald.
Just after noon in Tamriel, that means that we have missed the golden hour. In Westweald, the world turns golden during sunrise and sunset. That is absolutely breathtaking and very unique to the game. You can't see that sort of a change in light anywhere else. And nobody's here. Let's exit quickly. So as we can not complete that quest, perhaps we should pick up something else. What could that be? Perhaps a Delve Daily in Vvardenfell. We haven't actually done those, at least much. Vvardenfell is one of my favorite places in ESO, so I come here often. very confused about my code. So you can pick up boss and delve dailies from the Hall of Justice. Just outside of, just close to the Vivek City Way Shrine. This one gives you boss dailies if memory serves, and here you can pick up delve dailies.
Major events overshadow the lesson, but even small troubles can be of great importance. Do you wish to help?
I would like to help with any work you have
The
available.
Kwama miners of Martus Arkin have developed a dangerous breeding method which produces highly aggressive Kwama. While their methods are questionable, we would still like to know more. What they've developed may ultimately turn out to be profitable.
What would you like me to do?
Confiscate an egg from the primary egg chamber and find some breeding research describing their methods. You'll also need to plant poison Kwama feed that will help control the mine's population. You may speak with Kailia Thando for more information.
I will make sure it is done. So we are sent to... Wait for it. Matus Akin Egg Mine. Let's head on over. If we travel to Molakmar Way Shrine, we should be able to reach the delve quite easily, or with little trouble. Do I see a log? I also see a lot of enemies. Leaning, facing. And this is not the correct location. We should be heading in an entirely different direction. Okay, let's go back and think again. Following the road might be a smarter option. She said, failing to find the road. This way? And then this way. Okay, this looks a little bit better. Log. My log. And this takes us to the wrong path again. Well, who knew reaching one delve would be so difficult? Vampires, I think, have one strength when it comes to the night market. We can sprint past enemies unseen, which makes completing the gather things dailies a little bit easier. We can't hop through here. Do we like need to go around these cliffs? I'm starting to regret my decision to do a delve in Vvardenfell because where is it? Todd, where did you hide it? Stuck. Like now we're here again. And then we'll go around this rock formation again, and we can't enter through there. And there's no way to pass through here. And now we're again back at the way shrine. And that was not the way. And this is where we got misplaced the first time, yes? Is it through here then? No, it isn't. Well, isn't this embarrassing? Is that the door? Like, not even close. ESO has not been nice to me today, it seems. Well, let's see what happens or where we end up at if we just hop over the cliffs and then take a tumble down the cliffside. Oh, no fall damage. Look everyone, we found a delve. Would you believe that I've played this game for like 8 years? I don't think I have ever said this in my entire life, but I don't like my coffee. Okay, we are at this place. Our first target is over there, and we can only get to that after we have completed the rest of the delve, because this is one of those places where you need to like go around in a specific manner. Will I remember which way to turn? No. No, I won't. I just thought that we might want to sneak, perhaps, and see if we can feed on an innocent enemy. And then I forgot all about that. Perhaps one of these guys is dead. Look at how after feeding the world goes real quiet for just a moment. It's so immersive. Almost got two with one strike. So if we go this way and then think very carefully. We might be able to reach our first destination with ease. This way and then that way. And here comes the famous, I think, of that Plant poisoned extinct and whoops, retrieve with gamma egg. Gamma egg take. Okay. Then we go here to acquire breeding research, and this one is difficult to reach, if memory serves. At least we go up here, not to where we came from, but down a different corridor. Yes? No. I am under the impression that if you look at the map and the path it has like the same color, then you should like that one, and if it turns into a different color, then you are not going correctly. But then again, that's what I think, not what I know. Was I right? Oh my word, I was right. So here we find Guama breeding research notes. And our last target is here. Plant poisoned feed. I think we need to go back this way and past the boss and then through this corridor instead of going straight here, which will lead us to the exit. Then again, this is what I think. So, this way, and then the corridors part, and we want to stay on this side. And we find the boss here. Crack the tunnel key. That's one boss taking a nap. And then if we go through this tunnel, we should be able to reach the place where we plant poisoned feed. Well, that was a huge arrival animation actually. Haven't paid attention to those things before. Or perhaps they have changed things during recent updates. They sometimes do. Inventory full. Don't need that. Don't need these. Don't need those either. Maiden is a really nice set, but I have all the pieces I need at the moment. And now we are free to return to Didac City, and I don't think I have it in me to stumble through the wilderness again, so we shall stumble through safe corridors instead. Now it's also cold. Let's see if we can find the place where we need to return the quest. Saint Delin Westworks. We need to exit through here. That door. And then re-enter through this door. And here we find Gilead Thunder.
Well, it's very important I get that research to further my studies. I hope you've come to tell me of your success.
I have done what you requested.
Oh, this is a nice, strong specimen you've selected for me. Isn't it adorable? Oh, and you have the notes, too. Excellent. I'll begin my research at once. You've done a huge favor, not only for me, but for all Quama kind. Thank you.
And as reward we get all of justice. Explorer's Dispensation copper, which includes an axe and boiled carapace. Well, could be worse. And no, as it is getting late and we have plans, I do believe the time has come to say goodbye. For now, I will return on Thursday at 2 p.m. to continue with the Elsewhere Zone story. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all later.